Welcome back, guys, to another episode with Destination Pen Tester. So today we're going to be installing a Windows 7 machine. So the first thing you need to do is already have VirtualBox installed. I'm sure most of you guys have it. If not, you can just go to this link right here, which I will include in the description below, and select the VirtualBox for the operating system installed on your host. My host is a Windows computer, so I would select the Windows host right here. So I'm not going to show you how to install this in this video, but it's pretty straightforward. Just download it, install the package, and just hit next, and it should be done. Once you have done that, we need to download the ISO file that contains the Windows operating system, and we're going to do so by going to this link right here. I'm also including this link in the description below, so you can just click on it. It'll take you here, and once you go there, it'll automatically start downloading. So it's going to take a little bit because it's about 5 gigs in size, but once that is completed, we will go to the next step. So I'm going to cancel this because I've already downloaded this. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up our Oracle VirtualBox, and we're going to click on New. We're going to name our box now. So I'll name mine Windows 7, and I'm going to put version 2 because I already have a Windows 7 installed. And then I'm going to select Microsoft Windows for the type. For the version, I'm going to select Windows 7 64-bit and click on Next. Next, we're going to choose the size of our memory. So 2 gigabytes is what comes by default. That should be totally fine. So we can just leave it there and move on. We're going to click on Create a Virtual Hard Disk Now and click on Create. We're going to select VDI or VirtualBox Disk Image and leave it at Dynamically Allocated and click on Next. 32 gigs is what comes by default. I know that the size of the operating system is about 16 gigs or something like that. So 32 gigs should be good. And there we go. Okay. So the machine now is right here. So what we want to do is we want to power it on by clicking on Start. And then it's going to prompt us to select the ISO file. So we're going to click on this green arrow right here. We're going to click on Add. And we're going to select the file that we downloaded. So the one that I downloaded looks something like this. I'm going to click on Open. I'm going to select that file and click on Choose and Start. Now VirtualBox is going to run that ISO file, and it should boot up our Windows 7 machine. Starting Windows. This is a good sign. There we go. That's the Windows 7 machine. So here, just choose your language, your time currency format, your keyboard or input method, and click on Next. And install now. Next, we're going to accept the license terms and click on Next. And here we're going to select Custom. Select Disk 0 unallocated space, click on Next. And now Windows is going to start installing all of its files and configurations. So this might take a bit, so once it's done, I'll come back. And we're back. So once Windows is done installing, the next thing we need to do is name our PC. So I'll just name it Bob and click on Next. Then if you want to have a password on it, just type in the password. You can also type a password hint, or you can just leave these blank to have no password and click on Next. Then it's going to ask you for a product key, which we don't have, but don't worry about this. Just click on Skip right here. Okay, so here it's going to ask you whether you want to protect your computer. So the recommended settings installs important updates, helps browsing be safer, etc. I'm not going to click on any of these since I want a vulnerable machine, so I'm just going to click on Ask Me Later. Select your time and click on Home Network. Wait for it to load. And voila, you have a Windows 7 machine.